What's up? This is Mr. Noble, and we're going to go ahead and look at making just a custom headphone stand. Um, you can make it really into whatever you want as long as you are applying the same kinds of techniques that we're looking at. Just as a real quick overview, all we did was do a little bit of sketching a profile, extruding, sketching a pattern, circulating, creating a circular pattern around a center point, then extruding off top of another piece, then extruding off of that piece to get the side hanger, extruding off the tip of this to get this little grip piece in to keep your headphones from sliding off. And then really at the end, all these curves are just me grabbing edges and using the fillet. So let's get to it. All right, step one, let's go ahead and create a sketch. I like to pick this bottom plane. And let's go ahead and start actually first with a center rectangle. Okay, center rectangle. And we're going to center it right off of this. But first, let's change our line type to construction. All I'm doing here now is really just creating a bounding box. And let's make it a 4 inches wide and tab 3 inches deep and hit enter. All right, so from this point, I actually don't need these lines right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on each one and delete it. That was just for reference to find the center point. And we're going to create basically the bottom profile of this thing that we're going to be extruding upwards. So let's go ahead and start with a 3-point arc. Let's go maybe from this point. Oh, here we go. Arc. So let's maybe go from this point here and then all the way over equally to this point here. Notice that they're the same number of squares away from the edge. And let's just bring it up right along the middle. And there's the back side of this thing. And now let's take a couple of straight lines. Let's bring one from here down to this corner. Let's bring one from here down to that corner. And let's create one more 3-point arc that connects those things. So point here, bring it to the middle, drag it up to wherever it is that you want it. Okay, we don't want to go too far back because then it starts intersecting with itself, and we don't want to be too far forward because it kind of doesn't look all that cool. All right, so let's go maybe right about here. And now that we have this profile, let's go ahead and extrude it. So I'm going to hit the letter E. I can hit finish sketch too, either way. Finish sketch, E. Here's the profile. I'm going to kind of curve to the sideways with shift and the middle button. Pull it up. Let's go with 2 inches. That's a good profile. Okay, so that's what we have. This is going to be our base. Looks pretty cool. All right. Now we're going to put a pattern. Your pattern could be whatever it is that you want. And to do this, we have to construct what's called an offset plane. So we go up here, construct, and we want to select the offset plane. And we're going to pick this plane that's right here that's going to basically give us something in front of this. So I can click this, drag it forward, basically so that it's just in front of this, and hit OK. And now I'm going to sketch on this plane, this new one that I've made, and just kind of center your object. This pattern we're going to make is going to be kind of right around the middle. So just sketch whatever you want. Just don't be too close together and don't be too far apart, because what we're going to do is we're going to create a circular pattern of whatever this thing is around a center point. Mine looks like a stupid boat, and that's okay. Now, to create a circular pattern, we need a point about which to rotate. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to Create, select Point, and I'm going to try to find the center. And that looks close enough. Okay, and there's my point right there. Boom. Now that I have a profile and a point, I'm going to go to Create, Circular Pattern, double-click these lines to select all the lines. Select the center point option and then click on that point that I just placed. And notice that it's already given me a preview of where my new profiles are going to be. And a number, that's how many of them you want. Depending on your design, you might only be able to get 3 of these in. You might only be able to get 2. Get as many as you can or do whatever looks cool. I'm going to go with 4. That looks kind of cool. Let's go with 5, 6. Yeah, I like that. Looks like the rims on some cool car. And now I just hit OK, and it creates multiples of those. But now if I finish my sketch, I'm just going to basically see those floating out there. And to get those on this curved surface, I'm just going to extrude. I'm going to hit the letter E on my keyboard, select each of these profiles. Notice they're all selected. It says 6 selected for me. And instead of start at the profile plane, which is where I just drew these, I'm going to select the option that says object. So they're actually going to start on this object. I have to select it. Boom. And notice it's 0. If you try to drag it this way, like you would think, like it's going to paste it onto here, it doesn't work. You're actually going to drag it off of this because remember, you're starting this extrusion on this surface. So now we can just pull it away a little bit, and you can set a distance, or just kind of drag it till it looks cool. And then probably want to make sure it's on join and hit OK. All right, and now I got this cool pattern sitting on the front of this curved surface. And that's the first part. All right, next part of this is pretty darn easy. We're actually going to create our pedestal that pops off the top of this thing. Let's just create a sketch on this surface. And we're actually going to go ahead and start with a center point rectangle. So I'm going to go up to here. I got rectangle, center point. And we're going to find this center line here. Click once, drag it out. And you're going to want something kind of towards the back. Remember, there's going to be weight hanging off the front of it. So you want your support to be more towards the back. And let's just kind of go with maybe, what is this? 1.5? Yeah, 1.5 wide, maybe 1 inch deep. Oh, that's a little too much. Let's go with 0.75. That's good. Okay. And you hit enter. We're actually going to delete this top line. And we're going to do a 3-point arc in its place. So edge to edge, drag it up a little bit so it looks cool. You can even have it kind of mirror the profile of the backside. That'll look nice and cool. We do want to keep this front edge, just to keep it simple, flat. So try not to change this because we're going to do some more sketches based off of that. So from here, we can go ahead and finish sketch. We're going to extrude upwards. Let's go for 6 inches. It seems like a good thing. It could be maybe 4 inches or 5 inches, whatever, however far down your headphones hang. You don't want it to go down. You don't want it to go up too high because of balance. You don't want it to go down too low because then it'll be bumping into this thing. All right. So let's just do 6 inches. You can adjust it if you want. We're joining it. We're going to hit OK. And now we're going to go to the front side of this thing, and we're going to create the profile for the hanger. So we're going to create another sketch on this face. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Let's do a line of symmetry. All right, so let's drop a line, a construction line, find the center point, go down. All right, and hit escape to get off that line tool. And now we're basically going to create a profile on this side, and we're going to mirror it onto that side. So let's go ahead and do a 3-point arc. And let's make sure we are not on construction. Good. And let's just kind of go maybe right down here. Okay. 0.1, 0.2, as far out as you want to go. And then that looks nice. And then I'm just going to use some straight lines. You can do what you want here. You can do the spline lines. I don't care. And I'm going to do another 3-point arc from here to there, make it kind of match that one up there, and that looks good. Now that I have this pattern here, I'm going to double click on these lines. I'm going to go up to create, mirror. I have them already selected. Now I need to select the mirror line. So I click here, then on the line, it moves that pattern over. I hit OK, and now I've got this pattern right here. Okay, this could be different, right? Whatever you wanted to make it. I finished the sketch. I kind of scrolled to the side with my shift and middle mouse button. I'm going to extrude that piece outward. Probably 2 inches is probably good. Join it. Hit OK. And your headphones might end up sliding off the edge of this thing. So let's go ahead and create, we're going to create actually a rectangle. So we're going to avoid the total sketch phase and just create a box right there. All right. So I can just kind of place my corner. If I want to be, more centered with this, I could do this like this. This is basically the width of this thing. And then you want to drag it up a little bit, join it, hit OK. Okay, got that little tab just hanging on there. Now it looks kind of clunky, but this is it, right? Everything else from here is kind of your design choices. You know, if you wanted to add text or cut away certain shapes to make it look cool, like there's flames coming up through the side of this thing, filleting all the edges, use that fillet tool. It makes it look really cool. You just, anywhere that you want smooth edges, select them, drag that thing in a little bit till it looks cool. All right, if you want to do that on just one edge, that actually can look really neat. So I'm going to fillet just that edge and drag it in. Okay, notice how it kind of curves in. Gives it a really cool look. Okay, you can do that with any of those edges that you see. So if you don't want any square edges, just fillet them in, right? You can do more than one all at once, round it all off, make it what you want. Okay, there you go. Ready for 3D printing. As soon as you save it, make sure you export it as an STL or as a mesh, and then you'll be good to go.